Hey Cancer, this is Tara from Tara's Tarot. I'm here with your June-July reading. I'm gonna start grouping them into two because number one, usually it bleeds into one another anyway, and it kind of is a continuation of the same message. Two, that'll allow me the time to add more interesting videos, different content, new readings. So I'm gonna try that for a little bit. We'll see how it goes. All right, so I have cleared 3 decks. I am going to do a new kind of spread. I'm gonna do some cards from 3 different decks, and we're gonna connect the dots and see what we have. So Cancer, what is going on for you guys? What messages does God have for you, Cancers? Now, I feel like, right, it's your birthday time, right? Like, what is it? Late June, early July. Princess Diana was a Cancer, shout out. All right, let's see. I'm going to pull 5 cards, and you know, for some of you, some of the messages may apply. For others, the whole reading may apply. Always use your intuition. Wow, so many are flying out. Always use your intuition to, you know, you'll know what messages are for you. And you do have free will, so you can take this information and, you know, move forward how you see fit. Also, you can see my Instagram link below. I'm gonna start taking pictures of the spreads so that you can see the whole layout and kind of glean insight from that as well. All right, so 2 more cards for Cancer. June, July. What do we got? June, July. Cancer. Okay. All right, so I'm going to show you the cards. So we've got the 5 of Swords. We've got the Page or Princess of Wands. We've got the 10 of Wands. We've got Strength. And we've got the Sun. Good. All right. I want to start here. You know what, actually, let me just pull. I'm going to pull 3 cards from the Robin Wood Tarot. Just so then we'll have a complete picture and we can connect all the dots. All right, we got 1. Cancer, 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 Cancer. June, July. Cancer. Oh, too many. 2 and 3rd one. Boom. So we've got the Knight of Cups. We've got the Hangman. And we've got the Page of Swords. All right, I'm gonna pull 3 Lenormands as well, but let's just start here. Okay, so I'm gonna zone in and kind of tune into these messages for a minute. Just let me see what we have here. Okay, it's saying that something happened. There was a conflict or a sort of battle or a loss that you went through. This is like, it could be anything, could be very menial, could be, you know, one specific isolated incident. It's in the short term, it's not a huge deal, but there was something that happened that was a conflict and was a loss, okay? But now I see you moving forward. Like, it's almost as if, okay, finding out the answer to that situation or finding out how that situation broke down or what's that term, shook out. I always say terms wrong. You know, seeing how that ended up allows you to move forward, allows you to know which direction to move in. Like, there's a new direction now. Like, okay, that was that. I see the fallout, I see what happened, and now I'm able to, okay, move on from that, move away from that, move forward from that. There's also a lot of stress or feeling burdened, feeling exhausted, feeling overwhelmed, or like you've got a lot on your mind, you've got a lot on your shoulders. Like you're taking care of a lot of different people or a lot of different things, and you're kind of feeling worn out, or like you can't really have the creative freedom. Like there's none of that creative spark in you because you're dealing with, you know, all this crap. But it's not gonna last forever. You know, that's you're coming to the end of that cycle. You're coming to the end of that road, and you're headed towards a beautiful, happy experience and future. So this is a major card. This is what, you know, you're destined for, and it's at the end of this spread. So the sun will come out tomorrow. This is feeling refreshed, feeling reinvigorated, feeling joyful, feeling warmth, feeling energy, wanting to get out there, feeling that happiness in your true self, your true essence, your childlike soul, you know? So that's coming. I mean, so you're making it through this, some kind of a sticky situation or some kind of loss. There is a new path ahead. You're wrapping up this kind of burdensome time to get to this happy future, this better experience. And the sun is like the best card in the deck. I mean, it's unavoidable. It's a major card showing up for you guys. Now we do have the strength before the sun and after the 10 of Wands. So this is saying that, you know, rely on your inner strength, use your inner strength. And this may be teaching you just how strong you are. The strength card comes up a lot of times when we don't feel like we have the strength, or we're up against a lot of, you know, challenges. But it really shows us what we're made of, and we do have the power. It's here to teach us we have the power to overcome anything. I know that sounds corny, but the meaning of this is that it's up to you to control the beast, the inner beast, the lower self, the fear-based emotions, the whatever. A lot of this is temporary too. So it's like you just have to remind yourself you are in control of you, your emotions, your reactions, your thoughts, your beliefs. You are in control of that. So this is when we pick ourselves up by the bootstraps and show the bullshit who's boss, right? And that's going to enable you to move forward with the sun energy. Now, the next row, we've got the Knight of Cups, the Hangman, and the Page of Swords. Yeah, so you might be in, and I think this was your last reading in May, too, for some of you guys. Like, you might be still in this kind of limbo phase, which a lot of us are in this time of life, you know? So there's this aspect of you might feel stuck, you might feel burdened, especially with this kind of 10 of Wands energy. Like, I'm up against so much, or I have so many responsibilities, or I don't see the way forward. I kind of feel trapped in this situation, and I feel kind of powerless. Like, I have all this crap to do and deal with, and it's sucking my energy and it's sucking my creativity, and I'm just kind of trapped, and I have to do it and I have to deal with it. Again, that is going to pass. That is going to pass. And this is teaching you something, and it may be strength for a lot of you. This is teaching you something that you're meant to know. With the Hangman, it is this enlightenment. It's a new perspective. It's like God forces us in this position so that wisdom can be revealed, so a new perspective can be revealed, so surrender and enlightenment and letting go can be revealed. And there's something important in that message for you, in that lesson for you. Now, we do have romance here and communication here. I'm going to get a clarity card for this Knight of Cups. Here, I'll show you the card. Beautiful. Isn't that beautiful? All right, so what's this Knight of Cups energy? Now, this can also be romance in terms of creativity, you know, composing music, writing a book, painting, or whatever that is for you, writing a poem or whatever. That can be, it can also be a relationship connection, you know? Oh gosh, it's so weird. The cards are going everywhere. Okay. Knight of Cups. What is a clarity card for Cancer, June, July for the Knight of Cups? Why is the Knight of Cups here? What does this mean? Help us understand what the Knight of Cups means. Why is this here? June, July, the Knight of Cups. All right, well, we got the World that just popped out. The World, completion, completing a cycle, getting closure, achieving, triumphing, getting to move forward, getting to move on. Yeah, so you're wrapping up a cycle related to creativity, related to idealism, related to love, but it's like a happy, it's like liberating. You get to move forward, you get to move on, you get to move on to the next chapter, the next cycle in your development. Let's get one more. Knight of Cups. Temperance, healing, balance, harmony. Healing, balance, harmony. So, healing, balance, harmony. So there's something going on with, for some of you, a specific person where your relationship or your connection is reaching a new level, is, or there's closure to it, and there's healing, and there's forgiveness, and there's everything's been smoothed over, and it's okay. It's completed like it was meant to complete, and now you're free to move on. For some of you, this is about the relationship moving on to the next level, and there being this harmony, there being this perfectly balancing out of energies and this guidance from above, making it work, bringing it into harmony. So if you feel stuck, know that's part of it. That's part of the plan. You're supposed to be in this, for those of you that this applies to, you're supposed to be in this hangman state, because it's almost like God's doing the work behind the scenes, and it really doesn't involve you. Your role, the best you can get out of this right now, is to glean some insight from this and get the wisdom that's coming to you. A lot of that has to do with surrendering and letting go. But it's like it's working out. Again, we have the sun that we're ending on. So it's leading up to a beautiful, joyous experience for you, where you see everything clearly. You get to move forward. I mean, look, there's a horse, right? So it's like going from the hangman where you're stuck to like, okay, yeehaw, giddy up. You know, I'm free and I'm naked, you know? So being very liberated. Now we've got the Page of Swords, communication. What is this? What is this communication? Why is this here? We've got the Seven of Wands, communicating your truth, yourself, your values, your belief. What is your belief? What are you defending? Who are you? What's your integrity? Communicating that. Okay, what else? Page of Swords, and we've got the Knight of Swords. So there could be some kind of and maybe this has to do with the Five of Swords. There could be some kind of an unexpected conversation or message that kind of changes the status quo, that happens really suddenly, where it involves your beliefs, you standing up for yourself, you standing your own ground. So maybe there's an unexpected explosion where you're like, this is how I really feel, and blah, 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 blah. There's some kind of a communication about standing your ground and defending yourself and defending your beliefs, and it changing the status quo of things. Happening quick, coming in quick. And maybe this is actually what frees you from the hangman situation, because finally there is this communication. There's this breakthrough in information, and it changes the status quo, which is good, because you don't want to be in that hangman situation forever, right? All right, so let's pull 3 Lenormand cards. Here are the Lenormands. These are really cool because they are actually literal. They're more literal than the tarot. Okay, so let's get 3. What's happening for Cancer, June, July? Show us the evolution of energies for Cancer, June, July. 3 cards, June, July for Cancer. What is happening? What is unfolding? Well, these 3 came out, so we'll read these. All right, first energy, we got the birds. Communication. Communication. So there's some important communication. Either you need to communicate something, you're compelled to communicate something, or you hear a message from someone communicates something to you. So listen, there's important communication. This isn't a letter or a text. This is literally mouth to mouth, mouth to ear communication. Also, this can represent communication from God, like signs. Pay attention to the signs, or what messages are you receiving as communication in your daily life. Okay. And this may be about your guidance forward from this tricky situation of loss, and it doesn't mean like a cataclysmic loss. It just means something didn't go your way, or something is ending, or the battle's over, and now you see how everything broke down, and overcoming that and overcoming this exhaustion with the 10 of Wands. That might be what your communication is about, coming to you to help you realize your strength and to come into this sun energy. All right, next energy is the dog. Loyalty, familiarity, trust. Again, with this Knight of Cups energy, like there's some kind of a connection you can trust, or Loyalty, communication about loyalty. Communication about loyalty to yourself, maybe, with this Seven of Wands. Standing up for yourself, standing your ground, standing up for your beliefs. Communication about loyalty to yourself. Okay. And then we've got the Whip. For some of you guys, I feel like you're going to have a fight with somebody that might be a necessary fight, or because, you know, not all conflict is bad. You know, we have to have conflict in order to create change. What's going on in the world right now. So for some of you, there's communication that's coming in that has to do with loyalty, and there's some kind of a conflict, a fight, some kind of, maybe someone says harsh words, maybe you say harsh words, but for some reason, I feel like this is it's a good thing. It's like a breakthrough that's needed. It's a breakthrough that's needed to release you from the Hangman position, to release you from the status quo, and it's leading to the Sun. And it's also showing you your strength. Like, it's coming across to me, and this can be interpreted based on your intuition differently, but for some of you that this applies to, this is coming across to me like you're being shown your own strength in this situation. Like, you're speaking your mind, you're defending yourself, you're communicating your truth, and that is showing you just how strong you are. And that's breaking you free from some kind of a stuck situation, and you're moving on. And it's almost like you're unburdening yourself. Like with this Ten of Wands, like this communication or whatever, you know, happens is releasing you. It's like you've been carrying all this maybe pent up resentment or pent up crap, and you know, this communication is what you need to kind of release you from the Hangman, you know, own your strength, exhibit your strength, and that sets you free to the Sun. Let's get a clarity card for the Sun. I love it. Yeah, I definitely like this reading format better. Okay, the Sun. The Sun for Cancer. The Seven of Swords. Breaking free from a situation where you're either not getting all the facts, you're not seeing the truth, or you're keeping your thoughts to yourself. You're keeping your words to yourself. You're not communicating. This is breaking free from not communicating or not knowing what someone thinks of you, or not sharing what you think. See how he's all in his own head by himself. It's dark. He has one little candle. He's in his head. He's like stressed out. He's writing his whatever manuscripts. That's all like pen up and building up in him. This is like breaking free from that. Breaking free from that. Ooh. One more for the Sun. Anything else we need to know about the Sun? Anything else? The Sun for Cancer. June, July, maybe not. Any other messages? One more card. One more card coming out. No, I think that's it. I think we got it. All right. Now, last but not least, let's get some guidance cards. Wrap this up. All right, God, what messages do you have for Cancer about all this? All right, we got two that came out. I love it. Ready for this? Have confidence. So you're like coming into a new level of your badassness, you know, strength, have confidence. And see the sword here? It's like you're speaking your mind about something, or you're having a necessary conversation about something, changing the status quo. See the sword here? Some energy, communication, conversation comes in, blah, releases everything, and that changes things. But there's definitely, you should have confidence. Have confidence with what you believe about yourself. Have confidence about what you're speaking. You know, use your strength. Remind yourself of your strength and power, and have confidence with that. I'll just hold this up so you can pause if you want to read that message. All right, the next card is energy healing work. So this is going to be very healing for you, as we know with the Sun. This is going to be very healing. So no more of this, you know, 5 of Swords and 10 of Wands. You know, you might be going through this, for a period of time, but this is passing. This is like not some deep lesson you have to learn. It's just a day-to-day experience. But yeah, there's something that like either didn't work out or a loss you have to accept, and you have to kind of, you're coming to the end of a cycle where you're freeing yourself from burden. You're freeing yourself from burden, and that's going to be very healing for you. Okay, so I'll show this so you can look at that if you want. All right, Cancer. So if you want to, look at your own personal situation in depth, you can email me. You can purchase a reading below. You get your reading within a week, and you can ask as specific or as general of a question as you want. So yeah, I hope this helped. I hope this resonated, and I hope you guys have a great couple months. Again, my goal is to offer more videos, more readings by doing 2 months together, because it enables me to have more time and not be so burnt out and kind of tune into my own creative spark more. So anyway, I hope that you guys have a great couple months. I will be in touch soon, and be well. Okay, bye, Cancer.